Hello and welcome to Kotak Stockshaala into yet another powerful segment. Now we learnt about so many different things into our previous segment where we went deep into how to build your net worth. We learnt about asset allocation, we learnt about various asset classes, and predominantly, as I said in the previous section, we will be going deeper into the equity side of the things. As an investor, as a research analyst, what I do in my own journey and how I think about investing, that is what next I'm going to share with you. And in this video, we will learn about broader process of how we can do business analysis. Okay, so it is very important that you are investing into business when you are investing in equities. Even if you are buying one share, you are actually buying a business, a part of the business. So you need to understand that before buying any business, how to think about the business and how you can analyze a particular business to get the right outcome in your investing journey. So first of all, let me just quickly put the SEBI disclaimer. This is a standard SEBI disclaimer. We might be, owning some of the stocks which I might be taking as an example, but please remember, any stock analysis shared within the presentation should be treated as a case study. It is only for learning. The securities quoted are for illustrations and not recommendatory, and investment in security market are subject to market risk. Read all related documents carefully before investing. So don't take any of the stock names or any examples as a recommendation. This is only for you to understand the concepts so that you can understand how this can be done. So the first thing which you need to think about when you invest is think like a farmer. Okay, so if the farmer is actually looking to put up crops in the field, how the farmer will think about, right? So there are different stages when you are farming. So first you need to think about sowing the seeds, then there is sprouts that come out, then the plant grows up, then it gives you flower and it starts blooming, and then finally you do the harvesting. Investing is pretty much like that. Investing is like farming, where you are putting your hard-earned money as a seeds, and that seeds ultimately you want to grow, and ultimately you want to harvest that for your retirement or whatever are your financial goals. So first thing, let's understand how to think about sowing the seeds, how to start the business analysis process. Now, what do a farmer do? When farmer wants to sow the seeds of a particular crop, it first sees whether the season is right or not. It also checks which season you are in. So if you are into winter, you cannot put a summer crop in the winter. If it is summer, you cannot put a monsoon crop in that season. So you need to first understand whether the crop which you want to put in, or rather what is the season currently, and then you can even decide the crop accordingly. So first understand what is the season. Now again, while you check the season, you also want to understand whether that season is right or wrong. So that is what we do, particularly in our own investing journey. I use technical tools, indicators to ascertain whether the current trend of the overall market is good or not. So this is like a primary uptrend which I check, which is any index like Nifty or Sensex. You check it over a period of time and try to see whether you are in a good uptrend or not. So this is the first check which I do in my own investing journey. Now please understand, more than buying in bear market, it is important to participate in majority of bull market if you want to make money. So which cycle you enter, that doesn't matter, but how much you participate in the growth of the market is the most important thing. Now, second thing which you need to see is your season, the sector tailwinds. That okay, market is now conducive, the overall weather is good. Then I want to see which season currently it is going, which sector is really strong right now. So we want to see the sectoral strength, and that is where the first three steps which we start is not directly with business, but we want to also understand which business we want to select out of multiple sectors and the current market condition. So the three steps we want to focus is, first, whether there is a overall good uptrend in the market. Even if you want to go deeper, you can check what is the small cap index doing, what is the mid cap index doing, what is the large cap index doing. That way you will get an idea of which kind of market cap is stronger. Now again, it is your choice whether you want to take advantage of a weaker segment right now and then ultimately get an upside, or you want to ride with strength. That is individual choices, the way you want to invest. The second is understanding sectoral trends, which means which sector is right now strong and which sector I can consider right now. Are there any fundamental tailwinds in a particular sector? Like say for example, after COVID happened, there was a lot of tailwind in the technology sector because everybody were working from the home and everybody needed the ways and tools to do things online. And hence suddenly after COVID, for many months, there was a surge in the profits, demand, as well as the stock price of a lot of tech companies out there. So that is called sectoral tailwinds, which means is there any powerful trigger for that sector or not? And then once you identify a particular sector, once you identify a particular season, right? So whether it is winter or summer or monsoon, then you want to understand, okay, now it is monsoon or now it is summer. These are the options of crops I can sow right now. Okay, so that is the next logical step. This is what we do. So what I do every time is there is a screening which we do initially from this particular tool called ridewinners.com, and we want to see which sectors are strong. That is what I have also put it into this slide. So let's say this is a historical data. Okay, so again, don't go by this data. This is a old data because this is only for case study. This might be not at all relevant while we are even recording this entire presentation. Okay, so it is just for your understanding purpose. So if you see in April 2024, right, okay, there was a very strong momentum in the defense basket. A lot of stocks in defense were showing some kind of price volume action and some kind of sectoral tailwind. Now, when any sector comes into your screen, these are the three questions you need to ask if you want to compound for a long period of time. Is my sector growing at least 10 to 12%? So if you think about this particular picture, which is fish in the pot model, right? So think about a small fish in a big pot, and then there is a big fish in that same pot. So if I consider this fish as one of the company and this pot as a sector, if my pot is not growing and if my fish is too big, the fish is not going to grow much after that. So I need a situation where the sector or this pot keeps on growing over a period of time. The second powerful thing which I want to check is my company strong enough which can take market share, or my fish is able to eat away other small fishes, right? That is how capitalism is. Like if you think about stocks like Asian Paints, what happened was it continuously over a period of time kept on taking away market share of a lot of weaker companies in that sector. If you think about private banks, over a period of time, they have taken market share of PSU banks. So if there is a strong company with big and weak unorganized sector, the chances that your market share will increases drastically. And hence you can grow along with the pot also growing. So this is the format which you can think about. See if the sector is growing at least 10 to 12%. See if your company is good and big and strong enough to take away market share from the unorganized sector. Now, when you saw the seeds, even if you have decided that, okay, now it is so and so season and now I want to say put up rice seeds, or I want to put up sugarcane, or I want to grow wheat. After you have decided which particular crop to put in, same way, once you have decided which sector you want to pick, you want to take multiple companies in that sector. So say for example, if you are investing into defense sector, you want to pick up one company from shipbuilding, one company which is into aircraft manufacturing, one company which is making explosives, and so on and so forth, which is called basket approach. And this is what we generally love to do, is we take few strong seeds, different varieties, and then sow it. And what will happen is you need to understand what are the parameters that is working in this basket. Okay, so while selecting this basket, it could be different themes, it could be, mix of sector leaders, average performers and turnaround into this, or it could be based on, the risk which you want to take. So ultimately, this is just an example. This is again an old data which I want to just show you that how we selected a defense basket, right? So like one company, as I told, we selected for explosive. One company was, into more of multiple areas in defense, and one was specifically in the shipbuilding. So this is how you create a basket. This is again an old data, not a recommendation, but this is how you create a basket. Now, what we discussed so far was more of kind of satellite portfolio, like how you identify the sectors and then how you start thinking about what are the fundamental triggers in that sector. Okay, and later on we will be discussing the other side, which is the long-term compounding business analysis, how you can do it. And there are a lot of these tools which are available, so you can just check out some of the tools here which you can actually use for this entire analysis. So far what we learned was very powerful understanding of what kind of seeds to pick up, how to initiate your sector analysis, what is the top-down approach. This is called top-down approach, where you see the primary trend, then you see that sector, and then you see the businesses. So this is called top-down approach. The other way is also you can do bottoms up, which is where you start with businesses, then you see which sector it is part of, and then you see the overall trend, right? So both the styles are very popular among a lot of prominent investors. But what we learned so far was a top-down approach to start generating your ideas. And next, what we will be doing is a powerful template on how to do your business analysis, what should be the process, what are the parameters you can think about, and how to actually, out of that sector, analyze a particular company. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this entire video. This was a very powerful starting of business analysis. Next, we are going to go deeper into this. If you loved this video, type in the comment section, how did you feel about it and how will you implement this in your own investing journey. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.
Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.